Y'all already know what it is. It is Tell the Truth Tuesday, the election edition, election 2020. I don't have a lot of time left in me. I don't have a lot of energy left in me because I have been serving with gratitude today with the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation in partnership with the A. Philip Randolph Institute. So these views that you're about to hear are not those of those grand institutions. These are the views of Michelle, the indie mom of comedy. And y'all gonna stop playing with me. I'm way too grown and way too grateful to be fooling around with y'all goof asses. I am so glad that the polls are shut down, because here's what I've been wanting to say this for weeks. But y'all gonna stop playing. How in the heck? I'm gonna say it and be done because I'm tired. After 12 hours serving in the Ron Walker Virtual Command Center in partnership with Howard University and the National Coalition on Black Civic Participation and A. Philip Randolph Institute and so many other amazing partners from the Black Women's Roundtable around the country, in the battle states and in the urban epicenters where we were voting. I'm tired. I'm tired. But y'all gonna stop playing with me, because what I'm trying to figure out is how in the ham sandwich could y'all follow and heed to the advice of 3 hip-hop artists and a gospel singer. And as much as I love, when that y'all sitting there watching Lil Wayne and 50 Cent, these the same folks that probably think the Electoral College is an HBCU. No, because if they willing to vote for this narcissist, this this asshole, why? Listen, I heard that the good sister from Mary, and I pray to God it's not true. I heard that she was voting for him, that she said that God told her to vote for him. I'm hoping that that's not true. But if in fact, dear sister, God told you to vote for him, I'm trying to understand. So are you coming from a space of pro-life because he's pro-life? I'm sorry. He might be pro-life, sis, but the same dude that's pro-life, if your baby is brown and you get to the border and you ain't got your papers, yeah, you birthed them, but you will get snatched and put in a cage away from your child. But you gonna vote because he's pro-life? Are you kidding? I've heard a few goof-ass brown and black folk saying they vote for him because they Christian. I'm a woman of faith. I'm unapologetically Christian, unashamedly African. Would never vote for this dude. Because I'm very clear that if I was brown and I ain't have papers, I could have all the babies I want, but they can't live in America. I'm just trying to figure out how y'all can vote for somebody, 50 Cent, who looked at his tax cuts and said, that's for me, I'm voting for him. He the 1%, ma'am, baby sis. No, because they think it's cute. It's not cute. The votes are all in, but I'm going to need y'all to get civically engaged. The Electoral College is not an HBCU. It's a hungry method for making sure that no state has more power. So it's one level of voting, which is the popular vote. Second level of voting, which is to get the electoral votes. What I'm trying to tell y'all is this. How dare you not cast your vote when Fannie Lou Hamer got beaten and bludgeoned so that your goof ass can vote? How dare you? And then you sitting around, you don't believe that this thing is real? Do you know at Bethune-Cookman today, there was out there Trump supporters circling that HBCU, intimidating them young sisters and brothers, trying to hinder them from voting? Do you know in Philadelphia today, on 49th and Parrish at the polls this morning, that a Trump supporter showed up and this dude started, a fight broke out and a gun was pulled? Have you ever heard this mess before besides during the civil rights movement? Can you believe this? 2020, right now. And y'all want to go ahead and talk about, well, I'm going to go ahead and, I ain't even going to vote. What? Do you know in my home city, Baltimore, in the state that I was born, Maryland, that in South Baltimore, because there's a Republican running against Kwesi. How you going to run against Kwesi and Fume? How are you running against Kwesi and Fume, the statesman who loved and mentored Elijah Cummings for his seat? How? Kimberly Clapp, you a former stripper. We're going to call a thing. You a former stripper, baby sis, who married the strip club owner. Yes, and he already had cheering with other chocolates. Are you kidding me? So Trump supporters driving around South Baltimore intimidating voters. Are you kidding me? Talk about you gonna make them. Are you kidding me? Just own that you was a stripper. You ain't no real Republican. You came up by coming up. What? I'm gonna call a thing a thing. Do you know at North Carolina A&T University there was Trump supporters coming up on the campus trying to intimidate black students, trying to hinder them from voting? All this stuff is real. This happened in real time today. Do you know in Michigan, there was robocalls in Flint, Michigan, going out to thousands of hometown folks? Well, if you don't feel like voting today because the lines are too long, vote tomorrow. Are you kidding me? These are the same people who think that the Electoral College is a historically black college and university. I'm done. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. I cast my vote a week ago, unapologetically. Voted Democrat down the line. Because that's what listen, I'm unashamed of that. It has nothing to do with the organizations I'm consulting with. Y'all gonna stop. I'm gonna need y'all to be civically engaged. And y'all gonna sit around here and act like, no, it ain't a big deal. It is a big deal. If it wasn't a big deal, then why do they have guns and Trump supporters driving around trying to intimidate folks in states all over? What is that about? Y'all gonna stop playing with me. I'm way too grown and too grateful. In Michigan, want to tell people, oh, the machines are acting weird. So if you vote for Biden, make sure that you actually push vote for Trump because the machines are intercrossed. And if you vote for Biden, it'll go. If you vote for Trump, it'll go into the Biden. What? All kinds of huckery was happening today. Yes, and in Florida, a judge in Florida was caught throwing out mail-in ballots. Throwing them out. So he done been removed from the judgeship. You hear me? All kinds of madness happening. So no matter what the outcome is, God got the final say. But the days of following folks who probably think the Electoral College is an HBCU is over. You can like their music, you can love their movies, but they do not become experts on political science, civic engagement if they ain't never once ever read or ever pledged or did any volunteer or just don't know nothing about the process. So y'all gonna stop playing. I'm way too grown and too grateful. I'm tired. Mother is tired. And God got the final say. I'm going on to sleep because it's Tell the Truth Tuesday. Not just November 3rd election, but it's Tell the Truth Tuesday. And y'all gonna stop playing with me. Go ahead and drop something in that Cash App. INDIE, the letter E. The letter M for mom. Indy mom. IND, the letter M. INDIE. Cash App. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. I'm way too grown. Way too grateful. Proud of my sorors for trucks and pearl today, voting at them polls. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. It's Tell the Truth Tuesday.